In 1975, a young Kodak engineer named Steve Sasson changed the course of photography forever. Working quietly in a Kodak lab, Sasson built a device that could capture images without film, a digital camera. This was a time when film ruled the world and the idea of capturing photos electronically seemed almost like science fiction. Yet, Sasson's invention was real, and it marked the birth of digital photography. Little did anyone know this breakthrough would eventually disrupt not just Kodak, but the entire photography industry. Steve Sasson was a curious and inventive engineer at Kodak. He was tasked with exploring new technologies, and his work led him to experiment with charge-coupled devices or CCDs. These electronic components could capture light and turn it into digital signals. Sasson's curiosity and technical skills drove him to assemble the world's first digital camera from scratch, using parts scavenged from around the lab. His invention was clunky and slow, but it worked, a true feat of engineering. Sasson's prototype digital camera was a far cry from today's sleek devices. It weighed about 8 pounds and recorded black and white images onto a cassette tape. The resolution was just 0.01 megapixels, and it took 23 seconds to capture a single image. Despite its limitations, the camera was revolutionary. It proved that photography could be digital, eliminating the need for film. This was a glimpse into the future, even if it didn't look like much at the time. When Sasson demonstrated his invention to Kodak's management, the response was cautious. Executives were intrigued but also deeply concerned. Kodak's entire business was built around film sales, and a camera that didn't use film threatened their core profits. Management asked Sasson, why would anyone want to look at their pictures on a TV? The company saw digital photography as a curiosity, not a serious business opportunity. Kodak's leadership made a fateful decision. Instead of embracing digital photography, they chose to protect their lucrative film business. The digital camera project was kept secret, and development slowed. Kodak feared that digital cameras would cannibalize their film sales, so they buried the technology. This decision would have lasting consequences as the world began to change around them. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, digital technology advanced rapidly. Other companies like Sony and Canon began developing their own digital cameras. Consumers started to see the benefits of digital photography: instant results, easy sharing, and no film costs. The world was moving toward digital, but Kodak was still focused on film. They underestimated how quickly the market would shift. Kodak had the technology and the talent to lead the digital revolution, but their commitment to film blinded them to new opportunities. Even as digital cameras became more popular, Kodak hesitated to invest fully. They released some digital products, but always with one foot in the past. This indecision allowed competitors to take the lead in the digital market. As digital cameras improved, film sales began to decline. Consumers embraced the convenience and flexibility of digital photography. Kodak's film business, once a cash cow, started shrinking. The company struggled to adapt, caught between protecting their legacy business and embracing the future. This is a classic example of disruption, where a new technology overturns an established industry. By the time Kodak realized the full potential of digital photography, it was almost too late. They tried to catch up by launching their own digital cameras and online photo services. However, the competition was fierce, and Kodak's brand was still associated with film. Their late entry into the digital market made it difficult to regain their former dominance. As digital cameras and smartphones took over, Kodak's revenues continued to fall. The company, once a symbol of American innovation, was forced to declare bankruptcy in 2012. This marked the end of an era for Kodak and for film photography. The story of Kodak became a cautionary tale about the dangers of ignoring disruptive innovation. Kodak's failure wasn't due to a lack of innovation. They invented the digital camera after all. The real problem was their reluctance to disrupt their own profitable film business. By prioritizing short-term profits over long-term vision, Kodak missed the chance to lead the digital revolution. Their story is a powerful lesson in the importance of embracing change. Kodak's story is often cited as a classic example of the innovator's dilemma. This concept describes how successful companies can fail by refusing to adopt new technologies that threaten their existing business. Kodak's leaders faced a tough choice: protect their film profits or embrace a risky new future. Their decision to stick with film ultimately led to their downfall. The Kodak saga holds important lessons for businesses today. In a world of rapid technological change, companies must be willing to disrupt themselves before someone else does. Embracing innovation, even when it threatens current profits, is essential for long-term survival. Kodak's experience reminds us that no company is too big to fail if it ignores the future. Today, digital photography is everywhere. From smartphones to professional cameras, the technology that started in a Kodak lab now powers billions of devices worldwide. The convenience, quality, and accessibility of digital images have transformed how we capture and share memories. It's a testament to the power of innovation, even if the original inventor didn't benefit. Kodak's legacy is a mix of groundbreaking innovation and cautionary failure. Steve Sasson's digital camera changed the world, even if Kodak didn't capitalize on it. Today, the story of Kodak serves as a reminder to all innovators: don't be afraid to disrupt yourself. The future belongs to those who embrace change, not those who hide from it.